When we started the Boys to Men 2 years ago, the concept was very simple to say that we want to bring 5 boys from each province, boys raised without fathers, or maybe boys who don't have father figures, and they must be grade 9s, and they must achieve above 75% math, science, and English. And I remember very well, I was sitting somewhere with a very close friend of mine whom I then regarded as my mentor. And I said to him, I've got this idea that I want to do. And this guy said, you know, Tsepo, I've known you for so many years, and little did I know that you sometimes smoke something. I said, what do you mean? He said, but how possible that you can bring 5 boys from each province with that type of criteria? He said, it's not possible. But I've always believed that the word impossible, it comes from the dictionary of fools. And immediately when I walk away, I knew that I was mentored by a fool. I'm sorry to say that. And it happened. But I must also congratulate the board members, Ms. Mlangeni, Ms. Maupa, Mr. Lupeng. When I proposed the Boys to Men, there was silence for 10 minutes. And at some stage, I doubted myself. I thought, hey, maybe I'm on Nyaopia or something. Why are these people quiet? But then they said, Chairman, go ahead. And I said, I'm not going to go ahead. I'm going to move ahead, like the name of our organization. We are moving ahead. Everybody withdrew. I was left in the cave. And I met that gentleman there, Sunil, and I spoke to him. We didn't know each other. We were introduced. We spoke. And he didn't answer me. And I kept on calling him. And a month later, he said, I'll give you the money. Thank you. Thank you so much. Then I went to Bob Bond, TUT. It was another uphill. There was a time where I thought that we were not negotiating. But because God is great, you know, and I just drove into TUT, typical of Tsepo. I drove in. And Bob Bond said, you don't have an appointment. I said, Bob Bond, but I want Boys to Men. And he said, let's go and have coffee and think. And we met Dr. Kanakana. Coffee, no meeting. And Bob said, explain. Because, you know, everybody was withdrawing. He said, explain. I said, hey, this guy is throwing into the deep end now. Hey, we spoke to Dr. Kanakana, and I could see she was frowning. And I said, my God, is he going to say no? 5 minutes later, she said, I'm in. I said, thanks God. I said a little prayer. Last year, we brought 45 boys. It was a huge success. And I went back to the board. I said, we're bringing another 45. They said, Tsepo now. How are you going to do it now logistically? I said, we are doing it, guys. And I remember there was one board member who said, I'm autocratic. And I said, maybe autocracy works. Here are 90 boys. 10 from each province. They are here, live. Now, this message goes to you boys. You come from disadvantaged backgrounds. Some of you don't have father figures. But we at MADA, we want to move you out from the Checkers trolley to the Woolworths trolley. Like Memokolo said, the choice is yours. I told myself that I'm not going to push that trolley. Have you ever pushed the Checkers trolley, Batwamudim? It is difficult to push. The front wheels go this way and it's difficult. But you go to Woolies, it's smooth, you know. So, guys, you must do it practical. As from today, you must take this program very, very serious. Dr. Kanakana assured you bursaries. It is unfortunate that if you don't achieve above 75% math, science, and English, you're not going to be enrolled at TUT. And if you don't achieve, you are out of the program, meaning that the Boys2Men program. And I'm saying it in front of my sponsors. It's not a secret. It's a reality. So, my son, who's 22 years, he said to me, Daddy, why don't you go and work for corporate and stop doing what you're doing because you stress too much? But my answer to him was, those who want to build a legacy will change lives. And that's who I am. I'm going to change lives, and I'm beginning to change lives. We are giving an opportunity here to repackage your life. Your parents might passed on, might not have left something for you. But we and the sponsors here, we are giving you an opportunity to repackage your lives. Thank you very much for believing in us as the Moving Ahead Development Agency. We are moving ahead. We are a non-profit organization that is accredited to train ICT. We are putting together state-of-the-art ICT that will be launched very soon. And now, we are going to demonstrate something that you have never seen. We have developed a ICT online course, basic computer course, because learners living with disability, they have a challenge of traveling. We then sat with our partners, we then said, let's develop something that learners with disability, they can train from home in their comfort. And I'll give my partners an opportunity to present. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.